right, good. Set up, Damien.
Yeah, go ahead.
Still good? Need a little time?
No, I'm good.
All right. I think we're good.
All right, well, thanks, guys. I just wanted to take a minute and visit with you here at halftime. We're all here, so just talk a little bit about, obviously, some of the things that have been going on and some of the other things that you might have thoughts about regarding some of the other things, facilities and, leading into the spring sports. But, again, I want to be very honest. Certainly can't talk about a lot of things with regards to the situations that have occurred. But I wanted to stand in front of you and just say, hey, I want to be very, very clear about it. We support this basketball program, support these players, support this coaching staff. This place deserves nothing less than that. We have supported them, all the way back. I think I've been very clear about my support for the program, support for the leadership of this program. We support Coach Miller and his leadership of this program. And anything that is reported or has been talked about to the contrary of that is completely false. And so I want to be clear that there's, again, good communication. We're talking. Whether that's Dr. Robbins, myself, the coaching staff, we've been in constant communication. So I want to be very clear on that. With that, I'm kind of open to maybe answer some questions. And again, there's a lot of things I can't answer. So we'll see where we can go.
Well, how would could you characterize where you're at with the NCAA? Is it an active investigation or review at this point, or where do things stand?
Again, Bruce, there's no way I could comment on something like that. So.
How difficult was it making the Mark Phelps decision?
Again, I'm not going to comment specifically on that, but any time that you have to make a decision, please know it doesn't come lightly. There's a lot of conversation, a lot of contemplation, and a lot of people that are involved in that. And we continue to do the right thing when we're faced with issues, and we feel that we need to do that. And as I've said along with all of you, when we're faced with situations, we will do the right thing. This is an iconic brand, Arizona basketball. This is an unbelievable university, a world-class university, and we're going to do the right thing. We're going to do the right thing for the program, for the university, for this basketball program.
So there was speculation that I think that you guys were trying to build a case that possibly make a change with Coach Miller and maybe even fire him for cause. I mean, that's what you're talking about when you're saying you support him and that's not happening? Or?
Again, I'll be very clear.
Yeah.
We're fully supportive of the coaching staff, the leadership of the basketball program. We're supporting, as I have said before, been on record, I support Coach Miller. We support Coach Miller. Those things that have been said to the contrary to that are not true.
How do you feel about the hit this program's image has taken nationally over the last year or two?
It's an iconic program. It's an unbelievable brand. I think we all, in all of college basketball, are concerned about the image of all of our programs with the recent issues that are going on. And we need to get through that so the game of college basketball can be in a better place. It has impacted a number of programs around the country. Anytime you're touched with that, as we've been, that's difficult and it's disappointing and it's hard to take. But I, again, remain very confident in this program going forward. We will be a strong program. We will be a program that will move forward and continue to represent the university and be one of the iconic programs, one of the best programs in the country.
To be clear, the NCAA investigation into Coach Phelps has wrapped or is still open?
Again, I'm not going to comment on any level of that in any way.
Dave, if the losing continues, 4 games now, it's unheard. We don't see this very often. Will this play a part in any future with Coach or the program?
Again, I support Coach Miller. Look, we've had many, many years of success here. We're faced with adversity, some challenges, injuries, and that makes it hard. But I'm impressed with the effort our guys give. I'm impressed with the effort our coaches have put in, and I support them.
Is there a process in which your recruits for next year will be reassured about Miller being
again, I think I've been very clear that we support Coach Miller, we support Sean, we support the leadership, the coaches in this program. We look forward to the future of this program continuing to be very, very strong.
Have you met with the players? Have they talked to you, given their input to whatever's going on?
I regularly talk to the players. We have not had a formal meeting.
Given everything that's happened thus far with this program, then why give such strong support to Coach Miller?
Again, I'm real clear. I've been on record all along that I'm going to support. We support Sean. We support this staff. We support this program, our student athletes. When information comes to us, we'll act accordingly. And that has been our position from the very beginning.
Do you have plans to self-report anything related to Mark Phelps in terms of sanctions?
Again, I'm not going to comment on anything about that in any way.
How do you separate Sean Miller from Mark Phelps if there was something going on in the program?
Again, I'm not going to comment in any way on those kind of issues at all.
When you talk about adversities, I mean, are you you think the team is being affected by some of the stuff's going on with Coach Phelps leaving, et cetera? When you see games first half like you did tonight, and maybe
again, I think adversity is everything. Yeah. You go through stretches and seasons with all of the things, and I think those are well documented. From injuries to other pieces of adversity, you have to react and you have to stay focused and do the very best you can out there. And I've been impressed with the young men in our program, and I've been impressed with our coaches, the way they've stayed the course.
How have you handled this whole situation, emotionally and otherwise, and maybe Sean, because Sean doesn't talk about it?
I'm very confident in our program. I'm confident in what we do here at the university and in the way the athletics program is run. And so I continue to move forward and look for ways to find the very best for all of our student athletes going forward so that this program can continue to grow and prosper.
Does this frustrate you as an AD when you're answering all these questions and all this going on, and you've got these facilities that you're proud of, obviously? I mean, kind of maybe overshadowing what you're trying to do otherwise?
I think there's a great deal of positive things going on in this program across the board. We're building facilities, brand new facilities. We just dedicated a brand new pool today. We'll open the indoor practice facility, the Davis Center. We'll open an unbelievable softball stadium next Thursday night. We're poised with some great teams and some opportunities going into the spring with golf, with softball, with baseball. So there are many positives. And, for me and for our leadership group, we're focused on continuing to help all of our student athletes and all of our programs grow. And we don't take our eye off the target on that. You got to deal with everything. So we'll deal with it all and continue to remain focused on what we can control and look for the positives.
What do you hear from the fans, the boosters?
I think, hey, look, we're going to lead this conference for the 35th year in average attendance. The 35th year. This is an unbelievable fan base who has been very supportive of the program and where we're headed. They see that there's challenges, but that we can all come together. We'll come together and move through that. So, again, heard nothing from our group and from our fan base to the contrary, other than let's move forward. Let's get back to winning basketball games. That's what we're going to do.
How do you handle the national media when something like the Phelps situation or other NCAA issues come across?
Again, I think just in general, we've been through this on a number of levels. I think the national spin on these sometimes can be disappointing with lack of knowledge of what's going on, truly going on, a lack of connection to the program. And there's no question when the national media begins to drive a narrative that quite frankly doesn't exist, that's disappointing.
So you're saying that narrative, the delta there between the truth and what that narrative is deep?
I am saying that it's always disappointing when someone else drives the narrative that does not have a full understanding of the program and what we're doing here day to day. Quite frankly, guys, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm trying to stand here in front of you and say we continue to move forward. This is a positive environment for our student athletes. Again, faced with challenges, we'll do the right thing. We'll do the right thing because our student athletes, our coaches, our fan base, this university deserves nothing less. And when we get to those, when we cross those bridges, we'll do the right thing. And to this point, I feel very confident that we've done the right things.
What kind of conversations have you had with boosters about everything going on right now with Sean Miller?
we've talked to those folks who are close to the program. We have open conversations. There's a lot of feedback at a lot of different levels. So,
Are you confident Sean Miller will be the coach of this team next year?
again, full confidence in Sean and his leadership. He is our head basketball coach. I'm supporting him, and we look forward to him leading our program in the future.
Dave, I apologize, this has already been asked, but what have your interactions with the Board of Regents have been like the last few weeks?
The regents themselves have conducted their business, and we've just provided information as they've requested, as we've done from the very beginning about all of the things we do in athletics.